face it. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Rolling to his right. He's going to, and oh, right away, he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Stick looks to throw. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Here's Madison, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's third.
And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafted, and inserted them into their lineup.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross, 70 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown.
The kicker on 4.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun, Lake. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. 1st and 10, stick, flushed out right. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. On 2nd and 12, Stick got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Stick. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And the Jets first down.
The first down carry for Davis. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Forced out to his left. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Stick from the gun. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Number 82.
From 4 yards out. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
The kicker on.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Toward the sideline, that's hauled in by Marshall. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they worked on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum, and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. 11 yards there, first down.
New York.
A shotgun throw for Stick. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
First and goal, New York.
Stick looks to throw it again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed, because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run with Davis. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz deep.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And some room to work.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow him to get into the end zone.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed.